going on, everybody? Welcome back to Season 3 of the Offshore Gamescast. This is episode 52. I am Dave.
I don't know if I can match that energy. I'm Dylan. You can get very high with your energy, and I just like, for me to get there, it's like natural for you. You know what I mean?
It's all acting.
All right, well, it comes off as natural, so I guess you're a good actor.
Thank you.
Well, if it feels forced for me to like match that energy, this right now, this is my high energy.
Oh, you just gotta turn it up. You gotta take that little DJ and and then when you're done,
just like that.
Oh, that's what I do.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Season 3, Dave.
Season 3, Dave.
Season 3, the season of Dave. We've done it.
Oh, all right, get the fuck out.
Oh.
Now.
How about I plug stuff instead?
Fine.
This year, I don't know why I said this year.
It is this year.
It is this year. This season.
This podcastial year.
Sure. We like to try and do some sort of big update for the show between seasons. And boy, do we have a big update. Go to offshoregamescast.com. It has been completely redesigned from the bottom up. Much sleeker now.
Very, like when a new car comes out. That's what it feels like.
Our website has a new car smell right now.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, you gotta smell the monitor.
Oh, please.
And if that's not working, make sure you go to every single page and post on our website to try and get that smell, because that will also, help with our SEO and stuff,
Yeah.
Numbers and analytics.
We don't even have a CEO.
Yeah, and we're talking about SEO. Where's the ZEO?
Zeo?
Where's Neo?
Where's Xenon?
The printer?
No.
Isn't that a printer company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Disney movie.
I don't know that.
It's it was the trilogy. It was about this like sci-fi princess or whatever.
Xenon. I think you've told me about this.
Going to Google.
Is it spelled Xenon, like the printer?
It's Xenon.
Okay.
Xenon, girl of the 21st century.
Is that the subtitle?
Yep.
Wow.
1999.
So she was the girl of the 21st century.
Literally. Then we got Xenon the sequel, and then Xenon Z3.
Is that supposed to be like D3 Mighty Ducks?
I guess. They were just trying to be cool. It was 2004.
Yeah, that's when shit was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, offshoregamescast.com, it loads so much quicker now. So much quicker. It was kind of clunky before.
We got rid of all the episodes.
No, they're all there, and they're all redesigned in this new format. And the thing I'm probably the most excited about, you'll see it in this episode, so go to offshoregamescast.com/episode 52, or the last few episodes of Season 2, and in the podcast player itself now, there's like a little button on the bottom of the player, and that will bring up all the timestamps for everything that we're talking about. So if there's only a certain thing, like, if you're tired of me talking about Elden Ring, and you want to hear Dave talk about South Park some more, you can just click on South Park, and boom, it'll just take you right there. If you only want to hear about the news or certain news stories, you can skip all through that. I'm excited about that. I think that's a cool feature.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
much more informative.
Yeah, and it's hopefully just gives listeners more options to skip through and listen on their terms,
It's all, the customer's always right.
No.
Until you clock out.
Well, we are clocked out right now. We ain't getting paid for this.
Customers.
We ain't getting paid for this. Speaking of getting paid, we were paid to be on the Gaming Together podcast.
No,
we weren't paid. But this Friday, tomorrow, check out the Gaming Together podcast. Dave and I were on with Philip and Nave. We got the whole gang was there. We talked a little bit about the Anacrusis, but really it was just a lot of bullshit in between all of us. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
We talked a little bit about some Summer Game Fest stuff, specifically the Xbox conference, just a little bit. But go check that out. It was a lot of fun. We go on some tangents there. There's some good quotes, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Some good, but there was one, they were sending me some stuff, and what was the one? It was you said it, right? It was something like, it was like a Teletubbies episode.
Oh, yeah, fucking, what was it? Like, because all those horror games are supposed to be, like, creepy, and it's like,
right.
Like, what episode of the Teletubbies is this?
Right, with the Anacruises and their weird mishmash colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Go check that out. Go check out the new website. Check out the rest of this episode. A little different for this episode. We're not going to start with games we played. In fact, we're not even going to talk about games that we played.
There's more important things going on.
Yeah, Summer Game Fest happened, and there's a lot to talk about. If we also talked about all the games we played, because I got 4 games here, 2 of which are completely brand new. This episode would have went maybe even 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not doing that. We're sticking with the conferences, at least the big ones. I know there were some smaller ones. We're covering most of the bigger, well, we have the bigger ones, and then a couple of not so big ones. Then we're going to talk about some news from the last couple of weeks, just like big things.
Yeah.
But this is all going to be about Summer Game Fest. We're going to recap and break down these conferences.
And so excited.
And we're going to react like this. Oh, wow. Maybe like that. Wowie. It's mostly the same, but...
Zooey Mama.
That's different. I don't even know what a Zooey Mama is.
Oh, buddy.
Is it like a mama that belongs in the zoo?
What? No, it's the catchphrase from fucking Rowdy in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah, you see, it never... That never entered my bubble. Never went into my sphere.
You fucking sheltered, uncultured swine.
Yeah, I would agree with most of that. Maybe not the swine. Sheltered, uncultured. Yeah, I live in my own little bubble.
Yeah.
And I don't really leave that bubble. PlayStation kicked things off with a big announcement.
Which we all knew was happening.
We all knew it was happening. I didn't think it would open at PlayStation, though.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is being remade. March 24th, 2023. It seems like from the little stuff we've seen, this is what I put down, it seems like they're going to lean into the horror a little more.
They said that they wanted to like change things up a little bit and like really make it so like you really don't know what's around the next corner and like bring in that vibe of just, all right, I'm fucking scared.
Because I haven't played, I mean, you've played 4 in VR way more recently than I have, or than I've played 4 in general. I remember it not necessarily being scary, but very like action driven.
Yeah.
Like they're sending hordes of enemies at you as opposed to like, oh, there's a few enemies here, but it's like scary and it's hard.
Yeah. I mean, definitely with the new graphics and whatever.
Yeah.
Like the fog and that kind of particle effect stuff that they add in, it's really going to add to the atmosphere.
And not surprisingly, with Resident Evil 4 VR existing, they did confirm that PSVR 2 content with Resident Evil 4 is in development. So I imagine that's just getting it working on a VR 2, and then it'll be there.
Yeah, with the remake, which sounds very interesting.
Yeah, Resident Evil loves their VR. Speaking of, Dave.
Speaking of which, so we're getting Resident Evil Village coming to PSVR 2 as well. Not too much of a surprise.
No, but fucking, they knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
When they, in the trailer, when they're showing this is in VR, of course they're showing the whole thing with Lady D and her like sucking on your hand. And
yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
I'd love to relive that scene.
Well, you can in VR. You can relive it better than ever.
Everyone's going to be on stream. Oh, yeah!
The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Retribution, Chapter 2. That's a mouthful of a name.
Literally.
We knew about this. They just confirmed 2022 and that it's coming to PSVR 2, which, not surprising.
Also PSVR 2, No Man's Sky.
More surprising.
Yeah.
That looked kind of cool.
I mean, anything like that, like, I immediately go back and think about Elite Dangerous and how when you're in, like, the first-person cockpit, you can click down on the right stick and it gives you, like, a free head, like, movement. So you can just look around the ship, which I think is awesome and one of my absolute favorite things in any, like, flight game or, like, sci-fi or stuff like that. So I think that's going to be awesome just to be able to, like, look around and, like, as you're flying, just, like, look over and, like, out it and just... If anything would bring me back to the game.
Yeah, that's kind of where I landed on it too, where it was like, No Man's Sky, do I have any interest right now? And I know that they are constantly adding shit, and
it's one of those where it's like, as they continue to add so much stuff, it makes it less and less exciting for me because I just do not have the time or energy or commitment.
Well, yeah, there is that side of things. But now it's like, I got kind of bored with No Man's Sky at some point. I enjoyed the time I put in, and then I just kind of hit a point of like, all right, I'm kind of done with this. This makes it seem like, maybe this is a little hyperbole, but in VR, it kind of comes off as like a whole new game, like a whole different thing.
I mean, a lot of VR can do that for games.
It looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, we'll see. This whole thing pissed me off. Because I'm sitting here saying, I don't need a PSVR 2.
Yeah.
I don't want one. And if some of this stuff is just like, obviously Resident Evil, I'm sure won't just be PSVR 2.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil 4 VR exists, but like, is No Man's Sky only going to be on PSVR 2? If so, that and fucking the next thing, Horizon VR Call of the Mountain, it does the just the floating hands thing, which is always kind of weird to me. Like, I get it.
As soon as I saw that and the fact that there is climbing, all I thought of was just the climb.
So when we were watching it, my girlfriend and I pointed as it was happening, as the climb was happening. I was like, Dave is gonna be excited. It's just the climb.
Yep. that the climb is honestly such a fun game.
Well, imagine if you could do it in the worlds of Horizon.
I think that'd be awesome.
In what is it, Meridian, whatever it is?
Yeah.
There's at least a Meridian in Horizon.
A Meridian Inn?
A Meridian Inn.
No, I was thinking like a hotel. Welcome to the Meridian Inn.
Oh, there might be. Taverns, right? Aren't they usually also like inns? They have some rooms up top.
Yeah.
So I'm sure. No, Meridian's a big fucking city. There's definitely an inn in Meridian. Or something equivalent.
Welcome to the Meridian Inn in Meridian.
Or something equivalent.
Or something equivalent. How can we help you? On top of that,
yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West is getting a free update, coming with a performance mode, transmog, which lets you switch outfit looks. You can reset skills, get ultra hard difficulty, new game plus, and new weapons and trophies out now.
Whoa.
World premiere.
Well, we'll get to that. I think games that, especially third-person games that let you like switch your outfits, should, as long as it's feasible, do the fucking transmog thing.
Absolutely.
Everyone's
gonna have like a different like style, and it's like, oh, this gear sucks, but it looks so cool.
Yeah. Let us look how we want with the skills that we want.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think about Horizon a lot. Forbidden West. I think about like, I should get back to it.
At some point when life calms down.
Well, it's also, I'm looking at every other game I'm playing, and I would just rather play almost all of those games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what it was about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
think we just really have to just get through and just let it just open up and just, you know.
Part of my problem is I don't think I can play Horizon until I'm done with Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I'm choosing between which open world game I'm playing, it's not even a
That's
comparison.
also a difficult thing, because so many of those open world RPGs just decided to fall out of the goddamn sky. Like, I'm looking at Horizon, and I'm looking at Dying Light 2, and I'm just like...
Yep. They're still there.
They are.
We have a Game of the Year rapidly approaching. Yep. Spider-Man Remastered is coming to PC on August 12th.
Dumb face.
Yeah, it didn't click with me at first, but then like I saw the face and I was like, oh yeah, they changed the face. I like keep forgetting about it.
I don't. I never will.
It's all you think about?
I will never, like, I'm always going to hold on to my PS4 copy just for that reason.
They didn't update the PS4 version to take them out, did they?
No.
Okay.
They better goddamn not.
Coming to PC August 12th. That's cool. Let people that only have PCs play Spider-Man. It's a great game.
The level of mods that are going to be in that.
Ooh, yeah. They'll just mod the old Spider-Man right back in there.
Probably.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Good job, guys. Good job, future guys. Very excitingly, Stray, so cute,
I put that so cute.
is coming out July 19th. We finally got a release date, and it's coming day one to PlayStation Plus, extra and higher.
You see, fucking PlayStation, the way they're doing it, I don't know what the fuck that means. Which one is extra?
I don't.
How much is that one? They did this so stupid.
Yeah, it's PlayStation.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like
They're doing some Nintendo shit.
kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure their service is better than Nintendo. Well, it just is. I don't even need to say I'm sure. It just is. But they made it so confusing.
They did.
Also, this is when my big prediction was like, we're going to get third-party games, PlayStation Plus day one. I had games bigger than Stray in mind.
Yeah, but Stray is still like...
Yeah, like, this is having me think, like, wanting to look into PlayStation Plus extra and see how much it costs and be like, so should I sign up then?
Yeah.
The Callisto Protocol.
Oh, yeah.
December 2nd. Did we have that already, that date? I don't
No,
remember.
this was just from this.
Okay, so December 2nd, 2022. So less than 6 months away. This game looks really good.
Oh, I've been waiting. Like, I'm very excited for the Dead Space remake,
Yeah.
but from the original people who made Dead Space and just this, and it's not in the PUBG universe anymore.
Nope, that got killed.
Oh, so good.
We'll talk a little bit. So they have this trailer, and then they show another trailer that's a bit deeper.
Yeah.
Later on, and we'll do the deeper dive into that then, because the stuff they showed there has me even more excited.
Oh, yeah.
Than what was at PlayStation's.
Also exciting, we got a first look at Roller Dome. This is from the people that made Ali Ali.
Roller Drome.
Who cares?
I care.
Fuck you.
I'm excited for this.
Roller Drome. Basically, if Tony Hawk was on rollerblades, but also was a shooter.
Uh-huh.
It seems really cool. And that's coming August 16th.
Yeah, when they first showed this, like, with the art style, because they didn't, like, it just kind of started with just some environmental stuff.
It looked like another one of those, like, shitty multiplayer, just like whatever. And then it kept going into it. I'm like, okay.
I thought it was
okay.
Sable at first.
Oh, once they showed that, and I'm just like, all right, Sable got popular. Everyone else is doing it now.
Little sip. Yeah, a little sip. You probably heard that in the audio.
Oh, I did.
It's made by the people that made Ali Ali. Those
said
games.
that.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I was saying it while you rudely interrupted me and corrected me.
I'm a rude person. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Eternites.
Is that what it is? Eternites?
Any other way just sounds wrong.
But that also sounds kind of wrong.
Like eternal and nights. So Eternites.
Okay, yeah. Eternites.
You just say it better. Eternites. Eternites.
Eternites.
There you go.
I still don't like it.
You don't have to.
It's the emphasis on the ter. It feels so like Eternites.
Eternal.
Returnal.
I knew it.
This is like it's all right. You know those like anime JRPG action games?
Yeah.
You know if you're into those games.
Yeah.
I've dabbled with them and I tend to fall off them.
Yeah.
But what if I told you?
Tell me.
It was mixed with a dating sim.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
It honestly kind of has me interested.
You love those kind of shits.
Oh yeah, give me a game where I can also it helps me with the immersion so much when I can like
when are they gonna make a dating sim rhythm game during the day?
In Persona 5, what was the fucking rhythm game called? I don't remember what it was called. Persona 5 Strikers? No, that was something different. That was not the rhythm game. That was the other game. That was the action game. Alright, it doesn't matter. There was a Persona 5 rhythm game.
Yeah.
And you didn't have like the options of romance or anything, but pretty much everyone just wanted to fuck you. Like they were not hiding that. So that's close. It's the closest we've gotten.
Yeah.
Early 2023. I'm interested.
Next up, we got Street Fighter 6 with a much better logo this time. I feel like they definitely...
I forgot about that.
I feel like they definitely did the Sonic thing where they did that to piss people off.
Well, there was also like the 1-for-1 ripoff.
Yeah, which was like, you stupid?
Uh-huh.
Like, I know it's not the first time with this stuff, but it's like, come on. That The trailer looked really cool, and it feels like what, an open world Yakuza, but like a fighting game, like the new perspective and like the hub and just walking around and shit like that.
So I'm not expecting it to be like the depth of a Yakuza game, with like exploring like mini games and the story in general.
I've never had like interest in Street Fighter, but as my like interest in fighting games have grown as they've been coming out, I feel like this is the one I would try.
Yeah, well, it's that story mode that has me interested.
Is this the first one with one?
No. Okay. It's the first one, I think, to do this kind of open worldy type. I'm sure it's not gonna be like this huge open world thing.
Yeah,
but I think it's the first one to do this, like, explore this city in this type of way. But no, from what I understand, they're kind of like iffy with their history of story modes. But
I mean, with such a huge competitive scene,
like that's obviously the focus.
Exactly.
But I'm interested. They're writing a battle hub, which I know fighting game people really like that shit.
Whatever.
Yeah, it means nothing to me, but people like that shit.
Well, they're gonna really like it in 2023.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully.
I hope I really like it.
I hope I'm okay with it.
I mean, I'm not. It's probably gonna be $70.
No, I'm not buying it for I'd get it for like 20.
Yeah, that's the $20 to $40 range for me, depending on how like the story is and how long it is. That's the range for me.
Yeah.
Little update: Tunic is coming to PlayStation on September 27th. They must have had some sort of deal with Xbox because they were on. It was on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's a little launch exclusive.
Launch exclusive.
Launch premiere. Next up, I always forget about this game, and then it pops up, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I really do want to play that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Season, A Letter to the Future. It's a bike riding photography game. You go chronicling the world and figuring out what happens when the season ends. The art style is awesome. And
very cool.
I don't know. It feels like a lot of those narrative sort of games have definitely grown thanks to like the Telltale and like the Life is Strange stuff. And I am so down. Every time it pops up, I'm like, oh, fuck, right. There's that. It
has that like relaxing thing going on where like, oh, I'm just going to ride my bike around, take pictures, and that's cool. But what has me kind of interested is the way they kind of were like building this mystery of like what happens to all of us when the season ends. Like it was almost like apocalyptic,
Oh yeah.
Which I'm interested in. All right, they closed it with Final Fantasy 16. This trailer looks it was a good trailer.
Season comes out autumn 2022.
Oh. Season comes out autumn 2022. Final Fantasy 16.
There you go.
They closed it with that. Yeah, this give me that like recent Final Fantasy action combat from like 15 and then kind of expanded upon with the 7 remake.
Oh god, yeah.
And put it in medieval times, and they seem to be teasing that. All right. So Final Fantasy, you get the gods or whatever the hell they are, the demon, the giant things, and you can basically once you beat them, you use them as summons.
Yeah.
They seem to have giant v giant summon combat shit going on,
which is cool.
Yeah. So like you have Ifrit, the fire demon dude, and they had his health bar, and then some other god or goddess in Final Fantasy lore there with their health bar. So I don't know. I'm in. Summer 2023.
PlayStation comes to a wrap.
Do it. Okay. Where's the rest? This is the worst rap I've ever heard. Oh, okay. Oh.
Next up is the main Summer Games Fest showcase. And they popped out with Street Fighter 6.
What? Street Fighter 6 like appears everywhere.
Yeah, basically just announcing that Guile is going to be in the game.
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Aliens Dark Descent got announced with a very cinematic trailer that was getting me. So Aliens as in like, the Alien universe franchise, the movies, the games, and all that stuff.
Xenomorph.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Xenomorph. What was the tagline?
The girl, the alien of the 21st century.
Yeah, there you go. Cinematic trailer. I was getting excited. It seemed like it was kind of be like one of those Left 4 Dead.
I thought
in this world.
I thought we were getting a sequel to Isolation.
I could have seen that too. Yeah, because it had. And then they show a quick snippet of gameplay, and it's like a top-down tactical looking game, which had me immediately like, oh, all right, those aren't really my jam.
Yeah.
But that's coming in 2023.
Maybe we'll try it. Who knows?
Depends.
We got more Callisto Protocol, and I got very, very, very excited. We got a longer cinematic trailer and then a little gameplay sequence, and it looks so good. First off, just the graphics in general, and then they start bringing in the cool little effects. You have a gravity gun, which you can like pull and push enemies, and the environmental little traps of like spinning blades of a fan or like a rotating blade cylinder, and just pushing them into there, and just how satisfying that would be. And I just know for a fact that when you get to the part with the regenerating enemy, because there's definitely going to be one of those regenerating enemies that doesn't die.
What if you throw them into a fan?
I don't think there's going to be any fans.
Oh.
I don't think in that section of the game is going to be a single fan.
No fans?
No. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm excited for that. And then towards the end, they showed like the classic Dead Space, you're shooting off the limbs and they're crawling and whatnot. And then a really dope, like gory death sequence when you get pushed into one of those like spinning blades.
Which, that type of stuff, whenever I see that, has me wondering like, all right, how many of these do they got?
Yeah.
Like how many different traps can I brutally see myself die in?
Oh,
or throw enemies into?
So many.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm like really into it.
So am I.
The main guy that they show, like the protagonist, he looks a lot like somebody to me, but I can't tell you who.
Just generic gruff bearded white man.
Yeah, but like something about his face was like, I know who this is. Like this is somebody.
Let me make a call.
What?
Call the dude that you know who he is.
No, I don't know who he is. That's the problem.
You said you know.
Yeah, I don't know. They gave us probably a too long gameplay sequence of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
In your opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
That, like, I could say the same for me, but, like, for the people who love it, the thing that really gets to me, I'm like, how many goddamn cargo boat missions are we gonna get?
So, I wanted to... You're much more the Call of Duty guy than me. My thought, which I wanted to ask you, was... Is this a remake of some sort of popular Call of Duty level from Modern Warfare 2?
So, from my knowledge, the Modern Warfare remake is more of like a prequel to the story of Modern Warfare 1, and it feels like Modern Warfare 2 is going to continue said story, but possibly with the original Modern Warfare 1 story. Because we got Soap back, we got Ghost, we got Gaz, we got Price, and I'm pretty sure the bad guy from Modern Warfare 1 was the tease at the end of the remake.
Okay. So this might be a level from the first Modern Warfare.
Either that or they
love cargo boat levels.
They fucking do. It's like, come on.
They're also they had to do their point. The person, the main Call of Duty person that was there, like the marketing person, was calling it Warzone 2.0.
Yeah.
No one's gonna say that.
No.
Warzone 2.
Or just Warzone.
Or just Warzone, yeah. They're tying this into Warzone 2, which, not surprising.
Yeah. A little surprising. I've played the original a little bit, but we're getting Flashback 2, sequel 30 years later. I couldn't really get into the first game with how it plays, and I do want to try it again. It has a certain style that I just feel like is just so slow, and it's not for me. But we're getting a sequel, and that'll be coming winter 2022.
Was that like a popular game back in the day or something? Is that like a big thing?
I guess maybe like nostalgia based or something.
They were just before they even said what it was, they were really pushing like, it's coming back.
As soon as
30 years later.
As soon as I saw like the climbing animations, I was like, "Oh my god, is this flashback too?"
Yeah, you see, I don't have any history.
I immediately
flashback.
had a flashback to when I played the first one on Switch, and I was just like, yeah.
Witchfire.
Oh yeah.
So okay. Well, this is like a first-person shooter, but like medieval fantasy. But you have some guns and stuff.
From the people that made Painkiller.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's coming to early access soon. Was this all right? You might not remember this. There was a first-person shooter that was like fantasy themed, where a trailer came out maybe like 3 years ago. And I have like a kind of vivid memory of you and I at work watching it and being like, yeah, this looks cool.
So it's either... So Witchfire was announced years ago.
Okay.
Initially. But also at the same time, Techland was working on a game called Hellraid. Very similar. Of like a medieval and like you're using like swords and stuff instead of like a shooter, but you also have like some guns.
Okay.
And that ended up getting semi-canceled and pushed into like DLC for Dying Light, but then they also do want to make a full game.
Okay.
But there's a chance it is just Witchfire.
I think it was Witchfire because the name was also like, yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, it popped up and I was like, oh yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah,
it looks
does.
good.
Any of those games like Painkiller, they're all just Doom. They're all just Doom at the end of the day, but they're fun.
And I like the spin of it and like, you put something in a fantasy setting, like medieval like, and I'm way more likely to give it a shot.
Yeah.
I just love that setting.
This next one was a little surprise. We got Fort Solis. It's a little Troy Baker and Roger Clark collab. It's another space horror game.
Another one.
We didn't get too much info on it.
No.
But, I mean, Troy Baker and Roger Clark.
It's a good pedigree right there.
This is his first big game since Red Dead.
Space horror, I'm like, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Gotta see more. Routine. This is another space horror game.
Yep.
Believe it or not. This one, again, we don't know too much. We only got like a little cinematic. Seemed to be kind of like a first person you're controlling. Well, I guess it wasn't clear who you are, but there are these like robots everywhere.
Yeah.
And then one like has like a drill hand and fucks you in the end. And that's it. That's what we know. Not exactly.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, and then I think of that animation with like a Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I can't, it's not too far off. But yeah, that's all we got. I kind of put this in the same boat as Fort Solis. Solus or Solace?
Soulless.
Solus?
Yeah, like soul.
Like you're a soulless person?
No, like soul system. Like the sun.
So like you have no soul.
I'm not the sun.
You're my son.
Dad?
Yeah.
Daddy!
Yeah, I kind of paired the two of them together. It's like, all right, more space horror where this is like the thing right now, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm interested.
Yeah. Next, we got A Way Too Long. It was way too long. And it had nothing to do with video games.
No, when they were promoting beforehand The Rock.
Yeah.
Like, Geoff Keighley was really pushing, like, we got The Rock. I thought it was going to be there.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was just going to be him shirtless in his gym just promoting all of his products.
Literally.
That's all it was.
He showed off a new Black Adam trailer, which, all right, cool. I am very excited for Black Adam. But he's like, yeah, here I am, and I'm working out, and I'm...
Dave just looked right at me.
I was going to say drink. I was literally talking about drinking, but it stopped when I said... it sounded like drip. You literally just spilled like a 4-year-old all over himself.
Let me explain myself.
His hand was a good like 2 feet away as he started to pour it towards his mouth.
All right. I'm drinking a Pepsi Nitro vanilla draft cola, and it had, before I opened it, I noticed, sometimes if like in the delivery another soda explodes or something, and then it gets some like residue in like the crevice on the circle on top.
Yeah.
So it had that earlier, and I went to go like start the motion of moving towards, and I looked, and that residue is gone, which was grossing me out a little bit. Which means I probably like drank old soda residue.
Mm-hmm.
And then my hand just kind of didn't stop, so I just poured it onto my belly.
Decided.
Anyway, I don't remember what you were saying.
I was sitting and saying
You both.
about how The Rock is just sitting in his gym, working out, and he's just sitting there and he's like, yep, drink Zoa.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
by the way, I have tried Zoa.
You have.
It has got to be one of the worst tasting energy drinks I have ever tried.
It's also, at least on Amazon, it was like expensive.
It is not good.
Ugh.
It is not tasty.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Come on, Dwayne.
Come on.
What are you doing?
So he's just sitting there and he's like, yeah, and in the background you see his little fucking Zoa filled mini fridge or like his cooler or whatever. And then that was it. And I was just like, why?
That because The Rock, I guess, you know?
Yeah, whatever, man.
You're going to be excited for this one, Dave.
Whatever.
Outriders World Slayer. New guns. New campaign. New gear. New enemies. June 30th, 2022. Pre-order now for 48-hour early access, Dave.
Whatever.
You're not going to pre-order now?
God, no.
Yeah, I still want to, like, try it.
I want to finish it just so I have it completed, but it's so low.
It's Solo.
On my
Han
priorities.
Solo.
I'm riding solo. Solo.
This is so low bar content.
Nintendo had a highlight Nintendo had a highlight reel.
Wow.
We got Splatoon 3, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, Cuphead in the Delicious Last Course, Capcom Fighting Collection, Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Woo! That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, this was Nintendo's way of squeezing into Summer Game Fest at some point, I guess.
Just a teeny weeny bit.
Little teeny weeny. Fall Guys. So we've covered before. It's going free to play June 21st. What I didn't realize is that they were essentially, I guess, they're calling it Season 1. So it's like it's just going free to play, and there's like, yeah, we're starting over.
Season 1.0.
No, but they didn't do that. I thought when it first started playing, 'cause it was like real people. It was like a thing where like real people were turning into the little things that they are, the little beans. I thought it was an ad.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like commercial. But hey, Fall Guys, sure, that game is fun. It's fun. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
It's fun. I don't care what you say, Dave.
Next up, we have Stormgate. It's a Space and Demons RTS 2023 beta. Now, I remember, I don't know if it's Stormrise or Stormgate. There might have been a game with a similar name that was like a space RTS, and I remember getting it from GameStop back in the day for 360, trying it and going, "Oh my god, I hate this." I'm just not an RTS guy.
Me either. The cinematic was like kind of cool, but then it just
As
then
they
were like,
do.
"Yep, RTS." And I was like, why do you guys gotta keep doing this to me?
They got a beta coming out 2023.
Fucking show you a beta. High Water. This is a little indie game where, climate change happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happened. The world is flooded. So, I guess kind of an apocalypse happened.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to... I was a little unclear on exactly what the gameplay is. It just kind of shows you in your boat, and then you gather some people, and then it showed you running up to like a base of people in hazmat suits and guns. Very like stylized.
Yeah.
I'm interested though. Had a cool look, I thought. That's coming in 2022. That's all we got. But those little indie gems, I'm just like, I see them like this. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll try that.
We got a tiny little update. So they showed a little still of Replaced, which I know we're all very excited for it. But unfortunately, due to the circumstances going on with the ongoing war, they couldn't really have time to put a trailer together. But they are doing everything they can and really just stay fucking safe, man.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that it still got like a little shout out here, even though they didn't have the trailer ready. But, yeah, obviously, priorities. A video game is the smallest of priorities in that context.
Literally.
They followed that with American Arcadia, which we've talked a little bit about.
This game looks fun.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's the Truman Show.
Yeah.
It's coming to PC and console, but this is the one we talked about it maybe like a month ago. I don't know, I'm not good with time.
Yeah.
But it's like you're the one person, you're trying to escape out of the city to get out of like the TV show, and then that's one side of things. And the other side is you're playing as another character who's like the sleeper agent. They're on the inside with the monitors and stuff, and that's like some sort of first-person view thing.
Which seems so cool.
Yeah, seems very cool. I'm definitely into it.
Oh yeah. The next one pissed me off immediately. So we're getting Goat Simulator 3, and they completely parodied the Dead Island 2 trailer. And I remember watching this, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's happening!" And I'm like, "Why are they doing the same trailer? Wait, why does it look different?" And then the Pigeon John song started playing, and then they switched it, and I'm like, what is happening? He starts running, and then the goat runs in the background. I go, oh, come on.
Yep.
I got so excited, and then so disappointed so fast.
It was a very good troll.
They did a good job.
They did. It was, it was happening, and I was like, wait. This is like literally shot for shot. Like
literally,
is this just how they're gonna do it? Is this how it's happening?
I'm like, did they really just like remake the trailer with the new developers? I'm like, why? Like the original trailer for that game is amazing.
It is. I maybe this is just in my head. I could swear I remember that commercial being like on TV, like commercials.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was like It's just it's so good.
It's a very good trailer. We got some more Marvel's Midnight Sun stuff. Okay, again, everything blurs together for me at this point. Was this new that we got a release date? I feel like it was.
Well, it got delayed initially.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure this is like the new official.
October 7th, 2022. You can pre-order now for a Doctor Strange Defender skin. But it's one of those things where like I'm not super into these like tactics type games.
Yeah.
But a lot of what they were showing was cool.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Like they showed Spider-Man's in it.
Yeah.
And like just the idea of like here's Spider-Man and here's fucking was it Ghost Rider, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Him and Deadpool and wait, no, he wasn't there, was he?
No.
Wolverine was and Iron Man, like that's such a weird coupling, you know?
I mean, initially Wolverine was part of the Avengers.
I know. I'm sure in like comic book lore too, people are just like, "What the fuck is he talking about in the comics?"
Yeah.
I'm a fucking pleb, okay. And then Venom being all whatever the bad person was doing to them, and
Hulk's bad too.
Hulk's gone bad.
Yeah.
It was a very good trailer because it got me like way more into it.
Oh yeah. We're also getting Cuphead in the Delicious Last Course coming June 30th, 2022.
Did you play Cuphead?
No.
I want to play Cuphead.
I would get way too mad.
I know you would. Give me the challenge. Give it to me. Speaking of giving it to me, Neon White gave it to me. This game looks cool.
Is this your first time seeing it?
Yeah, I thought this was like a new announcement for it.
Oh no, I've known about this game for like a year and a half. Like I remember them showing stuff about it. And I was like, you know what, it's interesting.
It looks cool. So style wise, it's like you took Persona and made it first person. That's the vibe I got. Like just style wise, like art style, art direction.
Yeah.
But first person like parkour shooter, but card based. And also you're speed running through levels.
Yeah. So how it works is you collect cards throughout the run.
Okay.
And some of those cards are like a weapon you can use to like take out enemies, but also you can spend those cards for like extra like jump distance or like an extra boost. So like you collect cards and you're like, "Oh, what do I use in this moment? Should I waste it or should I use it as a weapon? Like what do I do?"
I'd imagine that can get tough if you're also meant to be speedrunning things. So you just have to like, I just gotta make a decision.
I'm pretty sure it's also like slightly dating sim or something like that. Like there's like visual novel-esque shit going on.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's out today, June 16th, when this episode comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe this will be another game I'll have to talk about next week.
Maybe.
I hope so, because it looks cool.
Very exciting. We got more Midnight Fight Express. It's apparently the co-writer of Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, and the stuntman of God of War. I helped with this game, and I'm like, this is a dad making this game.
Yeah, he started with like, there's just this one single dad, and then he needed help, so we got a co-writer of Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, and the stuntman of God of War.
Okie dokie. But I cannot wait to play that August 23rd.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm very into it. It's like top-down Sifu kinda.
Yeah.
Warframe. People like Warframe.
Yeah.
Warframe: The Duviri Paradox. They made a big deal about this. It's going to be the first look at the paradox. If you're into Warframe, I'm sure you know what that means.
Yeah.
They're going to have a gameplay reveal at 10 Alive on July 16th. So, you Warframe people that are into Warframe, you probably already knew that.
Mm-hmm. We got Honkai Star Rail. New JRPG coming soon.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
It was one of those where I think if you saw it, you knew right away whether or not you'd like it.
Yeah.
TMNT Shredder's Revenge. They added Casey Jones.
Not surprising.
No, not surprising at all.
What is surprising is the 8-player co-op. 6-player. 6-player co-op.
6? Sure.
6-player co-op.
Well, there's only 6 characters, right? Can you play as April?
Yeah, I'm thinking,
so
can you play as Splinter?
I think so, yeah, right? Wasn't that a thing that they had a Splinter?
That'd make it 7 then.
Who would be the 8th? 4 Turtles, Casey Jones, April,
Splinter,
Shredder.
Right. Come on, guys. Let's defeat me.
Yeah. Kick my ass.
Please.
That's out also June 16th. Today. Are you excited for this?
No. I feel like I would play it, if I had nothing else going on, and, just for, a fun little nostalgia thing, but not really.
Growing up and, going to arcades and playing the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games like that, I liked it then.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
I know people are, really excited for this, though.
We're getting Super People. Their final beta, August 17th.
That game died.
Yeah.
It had its moment and then just kind of died.
Yeah.
Humankind is getting an update. The Cultures of Latin America, which is out now and also coming to Game Pass.
Oh, I'm so excited. One Piece Odyssey. Brand new story.
Yeah, this is all you.
Coming in 2022. I am just praying that it's got to be better than World Seeker.
That's what I'm saying.
It can't be worse than World Seeker.
Was that the last One Piece game?
The last big open world one.
Okay, and it wasn't good.
It's so empty.
Well, hopefully this is a step up.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a game called Soul Hackers?
No.
Well, have you heard of a game called Soul Hackers 2?
I did, because I was watching the event.
Me too.
Wow.
I have no idea what Soul Hackers is.
I don't know.
But it got a sequel. It's coming August 26th, so only in a couple months.
This is cool, though. The Samsung Gaming Hub. Basically a brand new TV that basically has the power to stream full Xbox games. And you can do Utomic, Stadia, NVIDIA GeForce just straight to the TV.
Yeah. You don't need a console. You need to buy a controller and have this TV.
Just the cloud.
So, is this just this brand new TV that's coming out, or is this going to be an update for if you have a Samsung TV already?
I assume that this specifically would be a brand new TV, and then maybe stuff in the future, because they gotta have the hardware to be able to do that stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, and this summer we'll get to see more.
Kind of makes you wonder, if you're in the market for a new TV at some point, do you just get this and not worry about a console anymore? At least an Xbox?
Do you use the remote as a controller?
I wonder if you even can.
Yeah, right?
That's Elden Ring with a Samsung TV remote.
Someone will do it.
Capcom Arcade Stadium 2 is coming out July 22nd, 2022. If you're into those old Capcom games, there you go.
Mario Strikers Battle League.
Yeah, all I wrote was that. They show another trailer for it next week when we're talking and catching up about all the games we played over our season break and over this next week. I'll get all into Mario Strikers Battle League then. Metal Hellsinger got a trailer.
Excited.
Serge from System of a Down has helped make music for this, along with a bunch of other people they showed, but that was the one that stood out to me as like someone who likes System of a Down. Demo is out now, and it's coming out September 15th. Yeah, give me more rhythm games that aren't your classic rhythm games, you know?
Oh, yeah. Between this and BPM, like, I just want to play both of those.
Yeah, they're very similar, although I think this one looks better.
It's definitely more exciting.
Yeah.
The Quarry.
Yeah, for that, I also just wrote The Quarry because it was just like, yeah, it's coming out like now, or it's out now.
It's done been.
Yeah, so here it is. Nightingale. We got another look at this with some more details. So this was that they announced it. It was either at the Game Awards. I think it was the Game Awards.
Yeah.
All we kind of got was like, okay, it's like a survival-y type game, but like that's it.
Greedfall meets Valheim is what I see.
So you craft these realm cards, and that lets you jump between different worlds, which will have like completely different styles, enemies, I assume resources, like basically different fantasy realms.
Mm-hmm.
You can build bases. It seems to be co-op. I'm sure it is. You can apparently sign up early at playnightingale.com. I don't know. I think this looks cool. I was like into this.
Oh, I'm into it too. I want to see more though, like real gameplay.
Oh yeah, I want to see more too. But there's like, I don't know. I've had a little bit more with some of these newer survival games that are like looking more polished. There was an era of survival games coming out where it's like
early access.
Yeah,
never leaving.
Yeah, and they all look kind of janky and like I know a lot of them. Like I know The Forest is a big one that like got there and like people really like it, but I don't know. It went through that period, and now there's some newer survival games where like I see this one, I'm like, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm kind of into this.
We got a little Saints Row Boss Factory, which you could just download now. It's basically just the character creator, and you could just make your boss, and just there's so many different outfits and designs and just ways you can make your character. I hope it has the same level of just what they did in Saints Row 3, because people made their own like custom little like markers of like what you should do if you want to make certain people.
Oh sure, yeah, the sliders.
So like I definitely had a Nicolas Cage dressed up as Batman running around Saints Row 3.
That's yeah. You would like to think that's also a big thing in a lot of Souls games where you just look up like, what's the sliders for this character? I'm pretty sure there's a whole Reddit for it. It's just like,
oh yeah,
put these numbers in. Here's the character.
Same thing with Saints Row.
Yep, that's cool. It looked very like to someone who. So I was gonna ask you like if they've had this in Saints Row before because I'm not super familiar with the series. It looked like there was a lot of customization.
People are harkening on it, but I'm excited for the new Saints Row.
People have been harkening on the new Saints Row since it was first shown off. I don't know. I think it looks like just fun.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40K Darktide. They showed a trailer for that. We know that.
Yeah. Layers of Fears. First person horror puzzle. We're getting a third game.
Yeah, just called Layers of Fear.
Fears.
Is it Fears?
Yeah, because the first game is Layers of Fear. This is Layers of Fears.
Oh, so that's what makes it different.
Yeah, they didn't call it Layers of Fear 3. That'll be coming 2023 eerily.
I've never played it.
Neither have I, but as they keep coming out, I'm like, I feel like I should try it.
We obviously didn't see a whole lot with this, but like it looked cool from what they showed.
Mm-hmm.
They showed another Gotham Knights trailer, and I continue to just be kind of excited for this game.
I'm excited.
It looks cool. I mean, I'm ready to get back in that Batman video game universe, you know?
Oh, yeah, we're getting that and Suicide Squad.
Yep.
I'm surprised we didn't get any Suicide Squad.
No Suicide Squad.
Now that I think about it. We all saw this coming, also because it leaked prior to the event.
Yeah, this is
literally
the one
everything
thing I
about
saw.
it.
Yep.
The Last of Us Part 1, it's official. We're getting a remake in the same style as 2, which I am very excited for this because it looks fantastic.
It does.
And after playing 2, I need to play it again to see if I can like it more.
Okay.
Because I really, it didn't drive with me. Like, I think it's a good game, but I want to see it this way and what else they can do, and then it'll probably make me want to play 2 again.
So we both definitely share that unpopular opinion on the first Last of Us, where we enjoyed it, but I don't know, people like really fucking blew it out of the water. Like how good it was.
I definitely came to it late, but it's after playing the Uncharted games, I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then I played Last of Us 2, and I was like, oh yeah.
So yeah, we both like Last of Us 2 better than the first one, which is also like a pretty unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
It looks better, and like they are making it from the ground up. It's not like, just like making it look a little prettier.
Yeah.
I just don't think I need to revisit this game.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to see it. They also talked about the multiplayer Last of Us that they've been working on. It's going to be big and possibly have its own story as well.
Everyone was kind of expecting like that battle royale or whatever with The Last of Us 2, which I thought like I'm never going to play that, but I could see like people getting really into that.
Yeah.
I get it. If it's just going to kind of be like a co-op multiplayer thing that you can play through a story, that has me more like, all right.
They said like nothing, so I definitely need to see so much
Literally
more.
all we got was like a little talking and like a concept art.
Yeah.
That was it.
We also got info on The Last of Us show. Apparently, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson will be characters in it. And they will have like actual roles. It's not just like a 1-episode cameo.
Yeah, they made clear that like we're not just like in it for little things, like we're characters.
Yeah.
They showed the still shot of Joel and Ellie, like from the movie, like crouched
Pedro
behind
and Bella.
crouched behind this thing in like the library, and apparently it was like very close to like that shot from the game.
Good.
So
that's cool.
And Neil Druckmann directed an episode,
which is also cool.
Yeah, so hopefully it stays like pretty true and doesn't fucking Halo it.
Also, a tiny little tease that they are working on another game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened?
Well,
oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah.
Jeff's like, "Can you tell me? Can you tell me about it?" And he's like,
he always fucking does that.
He's just like, "Come on, tell me.
You have anything for me?"
Even though like hours and hours and hours of like setting up like the rehearsal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. What if, though? What if he gets someone one day and they're like, all right.
Oh, you got me.
I'll tell you.
Okie dokie.
I liked the play. Well, we're past PlayStation event.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
I like that. I found this one disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. There was stuff here that like I liked and thought was cool.
But usually I feel like the Summer Games Fest on its own usually has like some good shit.
Yeah. Nothing here like wowed me or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't have that moment where I was like, yeah, like that's the one.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a Doke AV from this one.
No.
I didn't get any Doke AV.
Yeah.
Devolver Digital. I'll blast through this one real quick because you didn't watch it, right?
No.
So, they have their whole. I'm not gonna break down the whole skit thing they did.
Break it down.
They always have like goofy story
Goobers.
things going on with their events. Suda 51 was in a giant mech. That's like on a TV screen, and it was honestly pretty funny. I thought this one was pretty good. But let's just get through these games. They started with Cult of the Lamb, which they've already been pushing a lot. Coming August 11th. They didn't really show anything too new or anything. It's just another one of those trailers. Angerfoot, however. Do you know this game?
No, but reading it, I want it.
So, it's first person. Very like stylized looking art style. And it just showed you, it's so much kicking. You're kicking down doors. You're kicking people. At one point, I'm pretty sure you kick with one foot, and then your other foot is also just in the air kicking something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a first-person shooter. My only gripe with it is that the screen shake that was happening with everything, even in just this trailer, was like, whoa, that is like disorienting. That's a lot of screen shake.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer now.
Yeah, it's a lot of kicking. I think it looks kind of cool, though. It looks like, it's nonsensical, but...
Fucking 2 feet in the air.
Yeah. It looks cool.
Yeah.
The no release date or window or anything for that. After Angerfoot, they showed Card Shark. So the art style was a little like, for me. It's kind of like, imagine like an old book if it has some drawings in it, like kind of come to life.
Mm-hmm.
The play style, however, though, it seemed to be all about playing these different card games with other people and like trying to con them, like trying to cheat the game. That's out now, if you want to check that out. I am interested in that. The one that, well, the next two, there were two more games closing down. They both really like, I fucking love them. First was the Plucky Squire.
Oh, yeah.
Which I showed you that one.
Yeah.
So it starts out with you playing through a book. I was getting very Chicory vibes, A Colorful Tale. That type of like art style and the way it looked. It was very much like that. Playing through this book in this kid's room with like toys everywhere, but you're in the book. At one point it's clearly doing like a punch out thing. But then you just fucking jump out of the book and it's a 3D action game in this kid's room and you have this sword, but then you can just jump into the walls and go back to the 2D shit. Very like Mario Odyssey. Like that. It looked really cool. I was super into it.
Oh yeah, I was like, I have a feeling this is gonna get cooler, and it did, and I was like, oh, I kind of want this now.
I want it real bad. And then they closed with Skate Story. This game, I mean, Skate Story.
Yeah, I've been all over Skate Story since I first saw it on Twitter, and I've been messaging the dude here and there.
It looks really fucking trippy.
Oh,
like the style of it.
Oh god, I love skating games.
I'm very interested to see how it actually controls. Mm-hmm. But it looks cool, and you're just casually a demon skateboarder that has to skate through the underworld to escape.
Mm-hmm.
As you do.
Yep.
It looks cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm very interested. And that was Devolver Digital. All in all, they showed off a few, they're never long, 20 to 30 minutes or something.
Mostly just gags.
Mostly gags. I thought this one was pretty entertaining. And a lot of the games, I was into most of these. Mm-hmm. I would say the only one I'm not super interested in is Cult of the Lamb, but the other four, I was like, all right, I like it.
Now for the daddy of all fucking conferences.
Daddy Phil?
Daddy Phil.
Big Daddy Phil?
Oh, we got the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. Oh, let's get into it. Starting off, we got a trailer for Redfall showing some gameplay. Going through the characters, we have Devinder Crowsley, the verified cryptid hunter. Layla Ellison, the telekinetic thread in student debt. Remy De La Rosa, the ingenious ingeniera.
I think it's supposed
engineer.
To be engineer.
Fucking
yeah.
Figure it out. Jacob Boyer.
What?
I know it, Jake Boyer.
Is this them?
No. The Deadeye with an undead eye. Coming to 2023 and coming to Game Pass. I got a little Dying Light vibe from if you took Dying Light and the animations from Ghostwire Tokyo to add to it. I'm still very excited for this game.
Yeah, especially the co-op aspect I think is that's what's going to have me into it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it looks, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Who would you play as?
I believe whoever the rogue assassin type dude is.
Was that the telekinetic threat in student debt?
No, she's the...
Oh, she have the magic?
She's the siren from Borderlands.
So I guess that would be the verified cryptid hunter, right? Devinder Crowsley?
I don't remember.
I want to be the sniper dude. So your boy, Jake Boyer.
Yeah. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of.
Could be. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Got a trailer. Was this ever officially announced?
I think so.
Okay. We got a new trailer and it's coming to Game Pass and that's all we know.
This one, we're getting High on Life.
Yeah.
From Justin Roiland, the Squanch Games, the Rick and Morty guy. It looks so much fun.
Yeah, it does.
You get these crazy talking guns and they're just chatting with you as you're just shooting around and just I want it and I need it and I have to have it. That is coming October 2022 and coming to Game Pass.
Did you so we can get into this now. So there was an Xbox extended event, which we'll talk about some new stuff with that later. But they did a deeper dive into this game. Do you know the story of this game?
No.
Aliens came here to take humans and put them like in bongs so aliens can use the humans as a drug to get high.
Cool.
And you have to stop them. You're the human stopping them with the talking guns.
Sick.
It looks so nonsensical in like such a good way.
I'm so down.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah, it was one of the more unique things. This is something that neither you or I would really care about, but this was kind of a big deal in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Riot Games is partnering with Xbox Game Pass. So, all right, League of Legends and okay, these games are coming to Game Pass and with little perks with them. So, League of Legends with all champions unlocked.
Crazy.
League of Legends Wild Rift, all champions unlocked. Valorant, all ages unlocked. Legends of Runeterra, the Foundation set unlocked. Teamfight Tactics with select Little Legends unlocked. PC and mobile, depending on the game and where it already is. This winter coming to Game Pass. That, we don't care about those games.
But cool for those people.
This feels big,
It's like big small.
Yeah, it's not big like Xbox bought Bethesda. It's not that. But this is still like Xbox just keeps making moves out of nowhere that, I don't know about you. My next thought is Xbox is totally going to partner with Riot Games to get all these games on Game Pass with everything unlocked now.
Yeah.
They just keep making these big moves, and it's they're fucking killing it.
Very, very exciting. We got a new trailer for Plague's Tale Requiem coming out 2022. I adore the first one. I cannot wait.
It looks good. Forza Motorsport. They really went deep on the whole the seasons changing and the angle of the sun and reflections, and it's coming to spring 2023. If if you're into this, I'm not into it.
Yeah. We got an update on Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's going to be the 40th anniversary.
That's old.
Oh, this game.
For a video game, that's old.
They've been coming out for a while. They're adding helicopters, gliders, new aircraft, and in November 2022, we're also getting... so the Halo ship is coming, and that's out now?
Okay, yeah, so all that stuff, all the extra stuff is coming in November.
And the Halo ship is out now.
Yes. Which... That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why not? Overwatch 2, we got some news on this. It's going free to play, so you won't have to buy it like the first one, which I think is a decision that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they showed off the new hero, the Wastelander. Also, we didn't have a release date for this, right? That's new.
Yeah.
I can never remember what's fucking new and not with release dates.
Yeah.
October 4th, Overwatch 2 is coming out free to play with that new hero. I don't know. I don't really care, but people do.
Yeah.
Overwatch is big.
Aura History Untold. It's like a Civ building game.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Not our cup of tea at the Offshore Gamescast.
No.
ESO, Elder Scrolls Online High Isle is coming June 21st, 2022. So that's in less than a week. That's coming. I don't know. I wish I had more time in life.
Yeah.
I wish I could just pause life and be like, I'm going to play through so much ESO. It's fun, but there's just no time.
There isn't. Fallout 76 is getting a new expedition, being the Pit, the old Fallout 3 DLC. That'll be coming September 2022.
Hot Wheels Unleashed no longer needs you because Forza Horizon 5 is partnering with Hot Wheels.
Again.
It's coming July 19th. With how good Forza Horizon 5 is, why would you ever need to play Hot Wheels Unleashed after this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure Hot Wheels, they're whatever, that game's not selling anymore. Anyone who wanted it got it. But, yeah, I don't know. This kind of had me a little bit maybe I'll check that out.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Forza Horizon 5.
Arc 2's coming, Game Pass 2023.
Vin Diesel.
Great.
Do you think this is going to have a campaign to play through? Because
I don't know, and I don't even know if I care.
Vin Diesel's in it. You're not doing that just for the whole multiplayer thing, right?
I hope not.
Why are you paying for Vin Diesel? They're coming out
with a show too.
But not with Vin Diesel, or is it with Vin Diesel?
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they just got Vin for everything.
Yeah, I'm fun.
Scorn. We got a new trailer for Scorn coming October 21st to Game Pass. This game looks gross and nasty.
Yeah, gross the game.
Yeah, it's just gross. Dark and gross. But in a good way.
Yeah.
In a way that has me interested.
Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time we've seen it.
No, this like a month ago got officially announced, and it looks cool.
Oh, it looks really interesting. That's coming early 2023.
I love the little companion you have with you.
Yeah.
All right, this was an announcement I wasn't expecting. Minecraft Legends. It's an action strategy game. So it's one of those where it's like kind of an isometric view, all Minecraft looking, and you're riding around on your horse and you're like slashing things like an action game, but you're also controlling units that are with you and like giving them commands on what to do and where to go. That is coming in 2023. I don't know. It's not usually my type of game.
Yeah.
But you just fucking throw the word Minecraft on something.
It's going to sell.
Yeah, and you give it like a new genre, I'm immediately like, okay, I think I'm going to try this. As someone who didn't try Minecraft Dungeons, even though I was going to.
Yeah.
And at this point, I kind of don't see the need to.
I finished it and I wasn't a fan of it.
Oh my god, there's a bug.
Henry? Henry!
Henry's dead. Oh, still on me. Henry's dead.
We're getting Lightyear Frontier. It's a cute little mech farming game.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? And then I was like, oh, what is this?
I thought it looked cool.
Mm-hmm. That's coming spring 2023.
Gunfire Reborn.
Yeah!
This is your game.
Yeah!
So it didn't have 4-player co-op?
I don't know.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was the new thing or that it's like coming to Xbox or I don't know what the new thing was.
Definitely knew that
here.
it's coming to Xbox. It was only on PC.
Okay, so maybe that was the new thing.
Yeah.
That's coming October 2022. That was like the Borderlands roguelike thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm excited for that. The Last Case of Benedict Fox, a 2D narrative platformer action game. It's definitely got weird monsters and aliens. I got straight up Cthulhu vibes from this.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, this just feels very Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's yes. What's the word? Isn't there a word for that style with Cthulhu?
Lovecraftian.
Yes, thank you.
That'll be coming spring 2023.
As Dusk Falls, we got another look at this. That's that.
Very excited.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's the style. How would you even describe that style? Because it's like pictures of people, kind of, and then they like it changes to another picture.
I don't know, but at the same time, it works.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So you can play solo or co-op. It's coming out July 19th, and they showed the fucking like storyline tree, and it looked very Detroit Become Human with like the crazy paths and stuff. So
but that is awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have very different playthroughs of this game. I'm excited. Is there the one with like the robbers and the family, and it was like wrong place, wrong time, but then it all comes together full circle, and there's secrets, and I don't know, it looks cool.
Love good narrative.
Love good narrows.
Don't love Naraka Blade Point. Even though it's getting kind of like a campaign as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That'll be coming to Game Pass June 23rd.
Pentiment. It's like I don't really know how to describe this.
I don't know either.
I said it was like a storybook narrative adventure game.
It reminded me a lot of Procession of Cavalry.
I don't know that.
It's got a very similar style, except the Procession of Cavalry is like a huge like parody comedy. Like,
okay, this was definitely not that.
Because in that game you were there's a war, you're killing people, and then the king's like, "Hey, the war's over," and he's like, "I can't kill people anymore."
That sounds. You've told me about that.
Yeah,
that sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
So okay, this had the style of that, I guess. It seemed to be much more like narrative driven of like, I don't know, it was old times. It seemed to be tying into religion and like your decisions and how that will have an impact. So it seems kind of like if you're going like, if you seem to be kind of demonic or against the religion, they'll like chase you out. I don't know. It's from Obsidian. It's coming November 2022. I'm interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't exactly know how to describe it. It's very weird.
Yeah. So, hey. So Grounded! Grounded is coming out, full release, finally, out on September 2022, really focusing on that story.
Yeah. Story, they added like multiple bosses and stuff. But apparently it's way bigger than like the current build of the game that everyone's been playing.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. Erebon Shadow Legacy. This game looked cool. So it's like a 3D action game. Seems to be a lot of stealth. You're like this dark shadow person. So like you have a human form and then you can suddenly just like whoosh, like fizz out into shadow.
Yeah.
And then fizz back into not shadow.
I'm excited.
Yeah, there's robots everywhere. You're killing them. You're stealthing them. It's coming out in 2023 to Game Pass. As Game Pass over the next year is looking insane.
And we got more Diablo 4.
Yeah.
They added the Necromancer class. It is going to be a big open shared world, just full open world.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, so cool. Got character customization. There's going to be like world events, and there's going to be like those little raids, and you can have multiple people, and you need them to be able to take that out.
Which, very cool.
And that'll be coming 2023, ideally before April.
Why?
Fiscal year.
Oh, for them. Not. I thought you meant like ideally for you.
No.
I was gonna say what's happening in April that you can't play Diablo.
Like before that, because for something like Diablo, they definitely want the shareholders to be a part of that, and they want to get it out in the fiscal year. So I'm assuming it'll come out early.
It didn't say Game Pass, which had me theorizing like, can they not say it's coming to Game Pass yet until their deal's official, and then they're gonna be like, well, yeah, it's coming to fucking Game Pass.
Maybe.
Is that like a thing? Because they'd have to like do another deal for that or something? Or is it just not coming to Game Pass?
I would not be surprised if it wouldn't come to Game Pass.
I'm interested either way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It looks good. Sea of Thieves. You can captain your own ship now. Because that wasn't a thing. Let you customize your cabin. You can name your ship. Like all fun stuff. You could. They had it like the thing like above the captain's quarters. It said Booty McBootyface, I think. Mm-hmm. That's all coming with Season 7, July 21st.
Season 7, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, they were saying it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to play Sea of Thieves again.
Ravenlock!
Now we're talking.
Coco Cucumber coming out with their next game. The Echo Generation people loved Echo Generation.
Yep.
And now we're getting like a real-time action game?
Yep.
Oh.
The same art style.
Please.
Which, yeah,
it's not
don't change a thing.
It's not nearly as voxel.
Was it not?
No.
Okay. But still, you could clearly tell. Like, as soon as I saw things happen, I was like, this is those people.
Yeah.
Coco Cucumber. Like, this is Echo Generation.
Heavily inspired by Alice in Wonderland, which was interesting.
Waiting for it to straight up say Alice in Wonderland at the end.
Right? Or anything similar.
Yeah.
But oh man, cannot wait 2023.
Yeah, I'm glad Echo Generation happened. I'm glad they're getting another game. I'm glad it's like getting a spotlight again. Like, I'm all for it. Cocoon was the next announcement from Jeppe Carlson. He was the lead gameplay designer for Inside and Limbo. This looks nothing like Inside or Limbo.
I mean, if they were 3D puzzle platformer isometric.
Thank you for reading my notes out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of... It looks kind of complicated. So it's isometric, and it's like a puzzle platformer. And you're, like, grabbing these sphere orb things and taking them somewhere, which lets you, like, jump to another world, and you can kind of, like, jump between them. I don't know. It seemed complicated, but it's coming in 2023 to Game Pass, and just the name attached to it has me interested.
Yeah. Wolong Fallen Dynasty from Team Ninja. It has such Neo vibes. I thought it was a new Neo initially.
It's not.
It's not. But it does look interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be coming early 2023 to Game Pass.
Yeah. Speaking of Game Pass, as we have been, Phil Spencer, we all know he's been very public about like we're making a push in Japan.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and like fix those relationships, try and like get into that market. this was a good one. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal are all coming to Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
As this was happening, I was sitting here like, please follow us up with the Persona 6 announcement. Like, it's gonna fucking happen, aren't they? Like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna announce Persona 6 and be like, Game Pass.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. But the first one is gonna be Persona 5 Royal coming October 21st. They didn't give dates for the other ones, but still, that's awesome. Like, give people easier access and give the Xbox market a chance to play Persona. Those games are excellent.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of which, the rumored partnership with Kojima is real. As he's setting up for his next game, a new, never-before-seen concept, and needed Xbox tech specifically to get it done.
Yeah, which makes me wonder. I mean, we all know Kojima's fucking weird, and he's done weird things with his games before.
Yeah.
Which makes my first thought goes to, is he gonna do some weird cloud shit?
Probably.
Like, is that what this is? And like, I don't really know what you would do, but it's fucking Kojima. He has weird ideas.
I wouldn't be surprised if like people had like their houses like all hooked up to like that kind of stuff, and it's like the lights start flickering on and off.
Imagine.
I could totally see him doing that shit.
So yeah, because he made very clear like, I've had this idea for a long time and I couldn't do it until like we had the tech.
Yeah.
And Xbox does. Kojima apparently afterwards had to go out publicly and be like, don't worry, PlayStation and I still like each other.
Yeah.
It's just I'm also working with Xbox.
I'm a free man.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
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 Woo!
Ooh, wow.
I'm gonna come.
Dave really likes Kojima, you know?
I'm gonna come, Jima.
Wow. Starfield was the big closing with Mr. Todd Howard himself.
It just works.
I hope it works.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
All right, let's jump into this. Let me just preface this with, people are not. There's been a very mixed reaction to Starfield since being shown off.
It's early. It's like beginning game. You're supposed to be shitty.
Yeah, Dave and I are not going to be shitting on this. We're both very excited for this. We both really liked what we saw.
Oh yeah, it just kept getting better.
So we're going to go over a lot of it. There was a lot. So they showed a lot of like scanning, resource gathering. I'm just going to go ahead and get this comparison out of the way. No Man's Sky vibes. Yes, there's definitely some of that here.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to necessarily be the main focus of the game.
Yeah.
But like, if you're into that shit, it's there for you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, they've gone like a lot of after this, like clearing some things up. From what I understand, you can like completely ignore all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do it. Which, yeah, that's good.
But I will.
Yeah, I will too. There's of course a new lockpicking minigame. This one seemed pretty easy though. But Bethesda, lockpicking has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I put down that I think the facial animations and stuff looks fine.
They're still so stiff.
Yeah.
It's just shinier.
Yeah. But like, as long as it's serviceable and the stories and everything, especially like the big side quests that I'm sure they're gonna have.
Yeah.
So as those are still interesting, I don't really care.
Mm.
Like, graphics and all that is usually like last priority for me. Full character customization with like backgrounds that you can choose that like Mass Effect, you know? You can choose your background. New all coming with traits and stuff. You can pick 3 traits.
Mm-hmm.
Skill trees, which I had physical, social, combat, science, and tech. We both go right for social.
Oh yeah.
We're talkers. You can craft your weapons and weapon mods. All right. Full base building.
Yeah.
Which seemed to be a much bigger step from like the Fallout 4 stuff, which we were talking about this earlier. We both did a lot of like that, even though it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But we both got into it.
Absolutely.
This looks to be very cool. They touch upon the fact that like you will be going around and as you meet people, you like hire them to work on your base.
Yeah.
And, like assign them to different jobs and stuff. Like, I'm so there for that.
We got ships.
Oh, we have ships.
Those ships aren't just ships. Those ships can fucking fly.
Yes.
You can fly those fucking ships.
You can fly the ship.
And you can fucking build it.
Yeah. We're talking full outside, inside customization.
Yeah.
That's insane. They did clear up that you won't just be able to just do that. You need to either get the resources for like the parts to craft them.
Don't care.
Or buy them from like vendors.
Don't care. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. It's it's not like you can like just do it right from the beginning.
Oh, it's okay.
But yeah, the fact that you can just like not only the outside, you like depending on how you build the outside, of course, logically, that would change the inside and the layout of it. You know? Mm-hmm. And it's really fucking cool. Like the customization they're putting out into this game. You can, so they did clear up, it is not going to be seamless. Like,
that's fine.
Like the No Man's Sky thing of like landing on you can't just fly up to a planet and land on it.
That's fine.
Which people are making the point of like, that for this game, that's probably better.
Yeah. Because
if you wanted to have more stuff going on, like you need to load those assets in. That's just how it works, technically. So you can scan planets from space, and so you can land anywhere on a planet. So like you could pick a point and just land there.
Yeah.
Luckily, you can scan the planet, and it will tell you like they showed a thing like, oh, there's a structure here, or like there's this here. So you know, unless you want to just run around the whole planet, you'll know like where the stuff is. Mm-hmm. But if you want to go run around the whole planet and just get resources and shit, you can. He closed it out by saying there's over 1,000 planets in this game.
One of those planets better fucking explode.
I'm sure it will. And people took this as a bad thing. And listen, here's the thing. Yes, a lot of these planets are going to have next to nothing. A lot of them will be barren. A lot of them will just be like mining, like resources or shit like that. But here's my take on that. First off, yeah, that's fucking space. Not every planet has like living beings on it. That's not space.
Yeah.
Second off, you can completely ignore that shit.
I won't.
I'm not going to either.
I'm going to every goddamn planet.
I don't know if I'll go to every planet.
I'm going to every goddamn planet.
I want to see like all the like if there's like a structure, then like I want to check that out.
Yeah.
You can completely ignore all that. I'm sure the direction of like they did say after the event that like, hey, if you're following all the quests and doing all the stories, you're going to see a lot of like the straight up like quest line content in this game. Like you'll see most of it, if not all of it. And I don't remember my final point. I had a really good final point too. Here's my final point. It's still ignoring all that. Like this is like they said it's going to be, what did it say, 30 to 40 hour campaign?
Yeah.
Which is the biggest they've ever done. Mm-hmm. New Atlantis, they're going to have 4 major cities. That's the biggest city they ever made. I know some people are like, only 4 cities, but yes, like Skyrim had 1 billion cities, but they were tiny.
Yeah.
They were like tiny villages. Like the cities were small. These cities, I'm sure, will be large. And then there will also still be like just random settlements and stuff.
Yeah.
That just aren't cities. I don't know. I'm fucking excited for this.
Can't wait. I was waiting for the ship stuff, and we have the ship stuff. I need it. I need it.
It gave me stuff that I didn't know I needed.
It gave me exactly what I needed.
I didn't know I needed that customization level, and then they showed it. I was like, oh, I needed this, and I have it now.
Need.
2023. That was a hell of a way to close this show.
Just pick your goddamn planet, make your base, and that's your home. Fuck
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna drown so many hours into like just that aspect.
Literally.
Yep. I'm gonna jump in. They had an Xbox Games Showcase extended the other day. A lot of it was like behind the scenes interviews, deeper dives into the games that were already announced. But there were a couple new things here.
Yeah. Valheim is finally coming to Xbox later. So it's coming to PC Game Pass this fall and console Game Pass spring 2023. It's far, but I'm excited.
In the grand scheme, it's not that far though. That'll be here before.
Not with everything else coming out.
Yeah. Out of all the things, this felt like a big enough deal to be in the main show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Valheim's, that was, and is kind of a big game. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre got a new trailer. It just said 2023 Game Pass. I don't remember what is new and old information about that. It's one of those, Friday the 13th, fucking, what was it, Dead by Daylight, right? Yeah, it's one of those. Slime Rancher 2?
Yeah, sure.
That's coming out fall 2022 on Game Pass. Fall Guys is getting Halo skins between June 30th and July 4th. So if you want them, fucking get in there. And Stalker 2. So do we know it was delayed to 2023 or was this new?
I don't remember.
I
feel like, again, with the ongoing stuff, I feel like it was just kind of like indefinite or something.
Yeah, I think it's kind of what everyone was expecting at this point. I just remember that it was delayed.
Yeah.
They showed more of Stalker 2, and then just, delayed to 2023, which, obviously, reiterating, again, things are more important.
Absolutely.
Than Stalker 2. Like, we're excited for it. We want to play it, but, things are more important.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom.
Jump into it.
This is the last one. This is the last one, an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
All right. They started, so not really... All right, not many new announcements here.
No.
First off, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the demo is out now, and then they listed a whole bunch of free updates.
Yeah.
All of it went over my head. I don't really know Monster Hunter, but yeah, a lot of free updates for Monster Hunter.
Another Street Fighter 6 mention.
I didn't see any new information in this one.
Yeah.
Capcom Fighting Collection. I'm just going to also preface this. A lot of this stuff I'm not into, so I don't know if this is brand new information. But the Capcom Fighting Collection is coming out on June 24th.
We're also getting Capcom Arcade Second Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. You remember that game Exoprimal?
Yes.
I have bad news for you.
Yeah.
Do you know about this already? Do you know this info?
No.
So... I thought it was going to be a cool, let's play through this campaign, but we're in mech suits against these dinosaurs in the city.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there is an AI. You're not in a real city with real dinosaurs. Or you are. Or the AI is putting you in this world. It's playing like little war games with you and your mech people. It's a multiplayer thing.
Yeah.
So you jump into a level with two squads of 5 people, and you have an objective, and the first team to complete that objective wins. You unlock story sequences by playing through this mode. So soon you're playing through this mode, and you get cutscenes. They also showed a raptor horde mode, which looks kind of ridiculous. It was a lot of raptors. 2023, they're gonna have a closed network test. Or it's coming out in 2023. They're going to have a closed network test. Man, I thought this game looked cool initially.
Yeah.
Then I saw what type of game it was, and I don't know, I was immediately like, oh, all right. Well, I guess I'm not going to play this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure people are into it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. We're getting Dragon Dogma 10th anniversary.
If they had a Dragon's Dogma 2 that they were working on...
Oh, if only.
This would have been the time to announce it.
Right.
I guess they don't. All right, let's jump into all this Resident Evil shit. There's a lot.
Yup.
We finally got that look at that Resident Evil DLC. It's gonna be called Shadows of Rose. I guess. So they were just straight up showing story spoilers.
Yeah.
The end. They straight up were showing clips from the last scene of Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. It didn't matter to me or you because we played the game.
And it was so good.
It was very good. But I'm just going to go and just throw out the spoiler warning, I guess. So you're playing as Rose. She is entering the consciousness of the Megamycete with her powers to try and piece shit together. I don't really, it's Resident Evil shit,
Yeah.
They get weird with shit. But seems like you're gonna be playing as Rose, and I'm give it to me. Give me it. It takes place after Resident Evil 8, so it's one of those things where it's a sequel. It's not Resident Evil 9. I'm sure it's not gonna be a full blown thing. It feels more like an expansion or a DLC. They didn't really call it that.
Yeah.
Or no, did they? Did they call? I don't know.
It's a DLC, but they said it's a sequel. I guess it's just because it's continuing the story. of where they left off initially.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like one of those, like, little, like, standalone things.
I'm excited.
Yeah. We're also getting Resident Evil Mercenaries is getting some of the village characters.
Lady D, anyone?
Mm-hmm.
You can play as her.
People are going to love that.
Uh-huh.
Watch out for PC.
Chris Redfield and who was the dude with the hammer, the sunglasses?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh.
You can do it. You're better with names than I am.
Hello.
Heisenberg?
Yeah.
Yep. Those three are being added to it. They announced the Resident Evil Village Gold Edition. That's going to come with third-person mode. It's going to come with everything that we just talked about. So that DLC, Mercenaries, those characters. That's coming October 28th.
We also got more on Resident Evil Reverse.
Whatever.
Who cares?
They are working on putting Resident Evil Village on Mac, and as we already knew, PSVR 2.
We got another trailer for Resident Evil 4. Little slight more info.
A little more info. Really, the next thing was like, all right, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 are all getting next-gen updates. They all got them because they're out now, and if you already own the versions on PS4 or Xbox One, you could just upgrade for free.
Yeah.
That is like, yeah, that is such, thank you.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
That's what you should do.
It is what you should do, but not everyone does it.
No.
So when that happens, it's like, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we picked our favorite conference and our favorite game from all of Summer Game Fest. Like I said, there were more smaller conferences going on. We only got so much time.
Yeah.
We covered the big ones and a couple smaller ones. Dave, what was your favorite conference and your favorite game?
Xbox, Bethesda, and Starfield.
I understood that. Mine was also Xbox and Bethesda and Starfield.
The official Offshore Gamescast favorite conference and game. As to be honest, is Starfield.
Wow. We asked the people.
And is there like a percentage of people that like something more than the rest?
There we did a Twitter poll. Not surprisingly, 68% of the people that voted thought Xbox and Bethesda was the best showcase. That seems to be the popular opinion. That showcase, like, fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't even mention this, they did the thing where it's like, this is only focused on games coming out in the next 12 months, 1 year. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't need the trailers of games I'm not going to hear about for 4 more years and then not be able to play for another 2 years. Like, I don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
Give me the short term. This surprised me, though. 19% of people thought Geoff Keighley's Summer Game Fest event was the best, and 13% thought the PlayStation State of Play was the best. I like the PlayStation State of Play better than Geoff Keighley's event.
I'd say so, too. It had fucking Final Fantasy.
It did. It had some cool announcements.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking, it was like the Nintendo Direct thing.
It's
it
just
was
snappy.
It was one thing to the next and the next. Geoff Keighley, we love you, Geoff. You had a lot of talking going on.
As he does.
Yeah, there were a couple of games, like, I'm sure if you're into them, it was like, yeah, give me the info.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot that I wasn't into, and it was just kind of like, please show me the next thing.
Yeah.
We also reached out and asked the people what their favorite games was. We got a couple responses. First, Liv, Obeyer10 on Twitter, friend of the show from Between Two Gamers. Check out their podcast. They're a lot of fun over there. She said, The Last of Us Part 1 with 4 exclamation points. Yeah, I already knew. She is very excited for that. She also mentioned some new games, Callisto Protocol, Stray, and Fort Solis. Yeah.
Someone likes sci-fi.
Huh, what gave you that idea?
I don't know. Probably the username.
Obeyer10?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Thank you, Liv, for writing in. Those all sound good. We also got a quick late addition before recording from our old friend at SmashBroski_ on Twitter. Remember them? They left us a really nice review.
They did.
They said, I am just excited about Game Pass. I am always on the lookout for some hidden gems, and all of those games coming to Game Pass in the span of 12 months will surely keep me busy. No way I would have bought all of them. Yeah. Game Pass has completely changed how I look at video games and, like, buying them. Like, initially the idea of like, but I want to own the games. I want to own them all physically. And then, life, money, financial situations. Game Pass is like,
it still feels like a stab in the back to the physical collectors like me.
Sure.
Because like that mental of just like, fuck, but I wanna touch it.
I got over that. I got over that real quick when I could just download from this library. I don't care about owning games anymore.
The amount of games that I have like sealed because I bought them after I played them. Like I have a sealed Outer Worlds and Gears 5.
You probably got them for cheap though, right?
Cheap, like I definitely should have and could have waited longer, but like I just especially those two. Those two are fucking good games.
Yeah, those are really good games. All right. Let's close this out with, we got a few news stories. Not too many. Pick some of the big ones from the last couple of weeks. Or just like, release dates, delays, announcements, that fun stuff. Starting with Endling, Extinction is Forever, that cute little Fox game that seems like it's going to make me cry.
Yeah.
Is coming out July 19th. That's soon. I'm very excited for that game.
Oh, yeah. The opposite, Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake got delayed.
Again.
It will not be coming out in fiscal year 2023, so after June 30th. And it's currently being delisted by retailers. Guys.
Yeah.
Guys. Come on.
Like, at some point, maybe just be like,
the excitement is gone now.
Yeah, like, I have no faith that with all this, like,
yeah.
Unless they just shut it down and maybe revisit it in another, 5 years.
Yeah.
Then, like, I'll be like, okay, we'll give this another shot.
Why are we working on this and not Beyond Good and Evil 2? It's like...
I completely forgot about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
The fucking shitty little gameplay segments they had look so fucking cool.
I completely forgot about that game.
I want it.
They must still be working on it, right?
I hope so. But they're wasting their fucking resources on how many goddamn multiplayer games that no one gives a fuck about, Skull and Bones, and this goddamn remake.
I can't wait for Skull and Bones.
Fuck you.
We're gonna play
Fuck
it.
you.
We have to play it.
Fuck you.
We have to.
Fuck you. Anyway.
Dragon Age got an official title. The new one is gonna be called Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which refers to Solus, which if you played Dragon Age Inquisition.
Fort Solus.
Nope. That has some... Oh.
It does?
Yeah. That has some meaning to it. Did you finish? Did you do Inquisition? Finish that?
I played some of it.
Okay, so you didn't finish that?
No, I was one of those guys that was stuck in the hinterlands.
Okay, so, yeah. I guess I won't do any spoilers with that, but yeah. Do you remember Solus, the... elf dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he plays a big role in everything.
Okay.
And it's not coming out this year, which is not surprising.
No. Piggybacking off that, the QA workers for Dreadwolf unionized. They had a unanimous vote, which unionized all these fucking teams.
It's like it happened with Raven Software?
Softworks?
Raven. Happened with Raven. And
Azarath Metreon Zinthos.
Sure. And now...
You fucking sheltered swine.
Yeah, I know. Not swine, though. Maybe not swine. Maybe I'm a person,
Not anymore.
Come on.
No, not if you fucking dribble all over yourself with your slop.
I did. Oh my god, it didn't even stain. It was soda on a light gray shirt and it didn't even stain. Can you see it? I don't see it.
Chris Angel.
Damn straight. Yeah, it's good. Hopefully it feels like with these two maybe more now, like it has just been just like the QA side of things, but maybe like a little movement starting here. Sega has announced the Mega Mini Drive 2. Mega Drive Mini 2. In that order. So this is going to come with 50 games from the Mega Drive, as we in North America know as the Genesis, and the Mega CD, as we know as the Sega CD. It includes Sonic CD, Virtual Racing, and there were some other games that I didn't really know. It's coming out in Japan on October 27th for around $76 in North America.
Weird.
Yeah. So I could see maybe it's like a $74.99 price point here, or I wouldn't be surprised maybe they do like $100. But there's no international release date announced yet, but you'd have to figure there probably will be.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Steam Deck dock got delayed.
Yeah, even typing that, I had trouble with that.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, how am I going to say this?
Yeah.
Steam Deck dock delayed.
Uh-huh.
So initially it was supposed to be shooting for this spring, but due to shortages and COVID, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I forgot it was coming with a dock.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right. Let's bring it back to Kojima. Tom Henderson.
Yeah.
He leaks things. He leaked some footage, or he got some leaked footage, and he posted about it. Seems like we got a next look at Hideo Kojima's next game, and I was very unclear about whether this is the game that he's working on with Xbox, or if this is like just another game within Kojima Productions.
Yeah.
It's a horror game that is dubbed right now as Overdose. It has Margaret Qualley. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, she was the Death Stranding lady.
Right. Kojima Productions asked Tom Henderson to remove this footage, which just, whenever that happens, it's just like, oh, okay, so it was real.
Yeah.
He said no.
Yeah.
So that happened. He did clarify that it wasn't like, he realized that came off as arrogant the way he said it, but he said him and Kojima had like talks, and it's like, it's all good.
Hey, I'm just going to leak your game. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I wonder like how that landed, where he's like, take it down. He's like, I'm not going to do that. He's just like, well, all right.
It's like, damn it.
I still like you.
Little cutie.
But yeah, I wonder if this has anything to do with the Xbox game, or if they're two completely separate things.
Don't know.
Who knows? Kojima does.
Let's end off news with a lie. E3 is apparently trying to return next year, having both a live and digital event. No, you're not.
So I did see something like separate from this, like earlier today. So do you remember they said last year for this year, like, yeah, we're going to be back, or like E3, but there was the whole thing where it's like, they normally announce dates at the end of E3 and they didn't.
Yeah.
They did this and they didn't announce any dates or time or where or anything.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's just those people just crossing their fingers and just like, we still have a purpose, right? No, you don't.
But like, no, right? Like the only purpose would be to get journalists with game developers in one place. But if game makers and like the big publishers, developers cared about that, wouldn't they just be going to the PAXs at this point?
Yeah. And all these people have their own separate theaters to do their big stuff. So it's just like, it's literally just cutting out the middleman.
Yeah. And honestly, like Xbox still has some talking, like a host and everything, but I prefer this, like the state of play, the Nintendo Direct, even Xbox's thing where it's like, I don't need all the talking.
No.
A lot of times just kind of cringy. Like, yes, there was we had the Yarny moment. That was cute.
I was talking about that the other day.
Yeah. And like, there's obviously very memorable E3 moments on stages like that.
Massive damage.
A lot of them are cringy.
Oh, yeah.
The giant crab, all that stuff. But in this world, we just don't need it anymore.
No.
Give me my short attention, phone addicted brain to give me the quick, like, Nintendo Direct state of play, like, show me one thing, immediately move on to the next, immediately move on to the next, immediately move on to the next. I don't need to hear the 20 million interviews in between.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I don't need it. I loved E3. I don't need it anymore.
God, no.
Done with it.
Yeah.
Remember how sad we were when E3 was going away?
We were so foolish and naive.
Look at us now.
Yeah.
Geoff jumped in, swooped in, enlightened us.
Jeffus. Gaming Jesus.
Jeffus. There's something there. Chrysler? Jeffus Chrysler.
Nice.
Let's close it off. Notable game releases. Oh, you're looking at me. I should start. Right.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, Neon White. I'm excited for it. We talked about it earlier, but it's out now, June 16th, 2022 on Nintendo Switch and PC.
We are getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, also coming out June 16th, 2022 on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
The day before. Dave, what is that?
So this is that zombie PC game where it's like very Division-y and like you're surviving, walking around like the zombie apocalypse in New York.
I don't remember
looks
this.
really good. Like this is the most wishlisted game on Steam.
Oh, I remember that part.
Yep.
Well, that's coming out June 21st, 2022 on PC, so you'll be able to get your hands on it soon.
Oh yeah. Elder Scrolls Online High Isle expansion coming out June 21st, 2022 on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One.
And as we said earlier, Fall Guys, it's coming to all these consoles, free to play, Season 1, June 21st, 2022. Wait, no, that might not be when Season 1's happening. I don't know. June 21st, 2022, it's coming to PC, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Switch. Right, it was only on PS4, right? Wasn't that a thing?
Initially, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
World premiere.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
They didn't, and I had to do it every single time.
I was also doing it every single... It felt wrong not being there. It was... And, like, they had, like... It was, like, more professional. You know?
No.
It didn't... But I didn't like it.
Stupid.
Yeah. Bring
World
back
premiere.
The Voice. The TV show, The Voice.
I was thinking the same thing.
Season 3. We're here.
We made it.
2 hours in. We did it.
Classic.
It is classic. You go back to those old episodes, like our launch episodes, 2+ hours. Yeah, we went long.
I mean, there was a lot.
Yeah. Look at us now. Well, we were also so inexperienced.
Yeah. I mean, this is, like, I just feel so average doing this. Just, like, time to talk into the microphone again.
That's the thing. Like, we've known each other a long time at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we once you put us in front of microphones, like, initially, it's still weird. Even though we know each other.
Yeah.
We're obviously very comfortable with each other and talking to each other. But knowing that you're being recorded. But now we're basically experts at podcasting.
I mean, even then, I didn't give a shit.
It's not like that it wasn't like that I was nervous about it.
Yeah.
It was like just a thing in the back of my head where I couldn't just be completely natural and relaxed.
I mean, those things for me are like out of sight, out of mind. So like my brain right now is just like, I'm sitting in a basement talking to you into a microphone, and it just so happens that other people will listen to this, but I won't think about that.
That's all I think about. I'm thinking about the fact that there's microphones in front of our faces. I see the program right here with the little sound waves. You're so pink today.
Aw, used to match my hair.
I'm orange.
Orange.
All right, Dave. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, you will.
For the season 3, episode 2. Should we like start serializing it? Should we have like a story that it continues in the next episode?
Oh.
What?
Well, I mean, there is gonna be lore soon.
What? Are you just talking about like stuff that's upcoming?
Well, yeah.
All right, let's put the building blocks down. Dave, go away.
How could you say that to me? I'm so offended. I'm gonna go away now.
Join the Offshore Gamescast, episode 2, next week to see what happens next.